Never want to miss a video of Drew Builds? Make sure you're subscribed and keep that notification bell turned on. So the first thing we're going to need to do is we're going to need to get our pillared quartz block and start by placing it across 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. We want to make sure that all pillared quartz blocks are placed sideways because it adds a really nice pattern. We want to do this again on top, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then once again on top again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now as you guys can see, we want to make sure the pattern is sideways, all going across. Now this is 5 along the bottom and 3 high. Now once you've done that, what you want to do is you want to build a wooden outline around the house, around this little frame. So we're going to start by building diagonally to each point. So we're going to build up 1, 2, 3 on here, and then we're going to go diagonally 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to build up 1 on each side like that, and then we're just going to connect it across. So now that is basically the garage design. We're going to go and move on to the rest of the house. So what we now need to do over here is we need to get ourselves a grey concrete, and we need to start by building right here and build 1 and then 2, and then this needs to go up by 1, hold on, it needs to go up by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then we're gonna count 3 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, then we need to 1, 2, 3, then on the 4th one we're gonna build 2, and then we're gonna build that up by 10, as you guys can see, to the same height as that. So these 2 pillars should be exactly the same, and as you guys can see, this is our house so far. Very, very simple. Now all you want to do in the middle here is you want to make sure that we get our white concrete, and then we on either side we build up 2 white pillars like this, and you don't want them to be the same height at all. You want to make sure that these white pillars are 1 less than the grey pillars, just like that. Join them up at the top. Then right here you want to count 2 spaces for a door, so 1 and then 2, and then the 3rd one place a block, and then the rest of this area right here can just simply be filled in with glass. So what you can do is you can get your white stained glass paint and fill it in with glass like this, and then down here you can place simply a door. As you guys can see, that is the frame part of the house. Now we're going to move on to this part of the house, so above this part of the house. So what we now need to do is we now need to add this sort of thing above it, but before we do that we're going to build the frame. So we're going to get our oak wood planks, and we're going to build across by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we're going to go across again by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just like that. And then when we've done this wall, we're going to build it all up. So this wall is 7 blocks, and then this wall should be the exact same length as that right there, as you guys can see. So we're just going to build this up, build up this wall just like this. Very nice and easy, very, very simple, as you guys can see. So now that that is done, all we need to do is we need to build the bit on top of this. So of course you want to build a floor, so you want to fill in the wood here. So as you guys can see, now that that's filled in, we're going to get ready to build the next part. So before we build the next part on this, these 2 grey concrete pillars, we just want to extend these out by 1 again, just like that. And then we're going to go here and do the same thing, just like that. And as you guys can see, what we're going to do now is we're going to start by building right here. So just diagonal to this point right here, we're going to build, and then we're going to build all the way across to the edge, like that. And then we're going to build this all the way around the edge of this wooden base. As you guys can see, just building all the way around the edge of this wooden base, just like that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do a very nice and nice design. So this design involves cutting out every other block. So what we're going to do is we're going to place a block here, leave a space, a block, leave a space, a block, leave a space, and another block. And then we can just fill that in. So it really doesn't matter. You can do as many designs as you want, but for this one what we can do is like many designs. So I've seen some people do some crazy designs, but it's really up to you guys. So for this one, for this to work, what you need to do is we're just gonna have, you can have like a normal window here if you wanted to, but because I want it to be really nice, we're just gonna have 1 block here, 1 block here, and then a 2 block window in the middle. So because everything is probably confusing to you guys, I'm just gonna show you the easy way to do it. So of course on this wall here, we're just gonna build this wall up by, in fact, you know what, let me just make everything easy for you because I know you guys might be confused. So after we've done this, what we now need to do is we need to build this up by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then what we're going to do is build this up by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go to each corner, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then go to this corner, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then along this wall you just want to fill this in with your white concrete, just like that. Just make sure you fill it in nice and neat with your white concrete, just like that. There you go. And then along here the same, and then along here the same, just fill it in. There we go. And then along the back and then along the front is where we're going to add the design. So now for the design that we want to add, we're going to add one block here, and we're just going to build it all the way up to the top, leaves 2 spaces, and then another block all the way up to the top. Now along the top, what you want to do is you want to join them up like this, add a layer across, and then in between these, what you can do is you can put your white stained glass pane just like this to create a nice, really nice design, as you guys can see, just like that. So that's the window design for there. So now you want to do the same thing you did on the front, do it on the back. Once again, one pillar there, leave 2 spaces, and another pillar here. Very, very simple, very, very nice, very, very easy. And then we just want to get our white stained glass panes and just fill it in like this. And as you guys can see, we're just going to fill this in. There we go. So now, of course, along here, you just want to make sure that you fill in this square at the top, just so you can have a normal roof. So now, as you guys can see, that is done. We now need to move on to the next part of our house. Now what we need to do is we need to move on to the next part. So in order to do that, we want to finish this middle bit first. So these grey concrete pillars, we want to extend them all the way out to right here, this block right here. As you guys can see, you want to extend them out so that they go further than this. So I'll show you. If we extend this out, if we bring it all the way out, it should go further than this block, because if it's here, it's lined up, but if it's here, it's further than that block, so that means it's right. And then we want to do the same with this one right here, like that. And then now what we need to do is we need to fill in this. So these pillars, we need to extend them out all the way over to here, and that's what we're going to do. So as you guys can see, now that we've done that, what you need to do is you need to build the same frame here, and then of course let's just fill in that grass, because of course it's not supposed to be there. So what we need to do now is once again build the white concrete pillars on either side, just like that, and then the same on this side, just like this. And then of course you guys need to put one there, then put one there, and then of course along here all you need to do is add some white stained glass, just like that. And of course what you want to do is you want to join up the top like this. Of course, very simply just add a roof there, and then there we go, as you guys can see, just like that. Now as you guys can see, it looks really, really nice. Now the only problem that I've seemed to know is that this should be extended by 1, so just destroy this and just extend it out by 1, because that was a slight mistake, but it's not a really big mistake because we can just change it. So just move this forward by 1. So once again, 1 pillar either side, and then another pillar either side, and then once again what you need to do is count up 2 blocks for the door, and then along here just place your white stained glass panes. Very simply, as you guys can see, very, very easy, very, very simply, very, very normal, very, very nice. So now we're going to go on to the other part of the house. So this is pretty much the last part of the house now, which is going to be, you know, really easy. So all we need to do now is we need to come over to here, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to make sure that right here what we do is we build the wooden part of the house, And in order to in fact, the easiest way for us to do that is to start by in fact, the only way I know, in fact, so what you want to do is you want to start by going to the edge, and you want to go up by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like that, as you guys can see. Then you want to move back 1, and then you want to destroy the rest of the blocks. So this is the block we need. So build up by 5, go across 1, and then that's the block you need. You then want to go across by an additional 1, 2, and 3. So in total that's 4. And then you want to count 3 spaces between, or in fact 4 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And on the 5th one, you want to place the same things, 4 blocks. So you should have 4 spaces between these two. And then what you want to do is you want to bring this out forward by 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the same at the top, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then what you want to do is you want to go across. You want to build this cross by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the same, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then what you want to do is you want to bring this back. So bring this all the way back like this, and then connect it up to this wall like this. So you just want to connect it up to the wall, but make sure that it's not at the edge. And then you want to do the same on the top, just like this. Here we go. And then you want to join this up as well, just like that. And then there you go. And then for the top and the bottom, what you want to do is you want to place quartz inside both of them. So I'm going to do that now. As you guys can see, that is how it's done. All you wanted to do is place the white concrete. I do apologize for saying quartz, just to make sure you place the white concrete. So now we're going to use our wood, and we're going to go around the edge starting from here, and we're going to build up 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to go around the top of the house and around the bottom edge, and we're just going to go all the way around like this. And we're going to go in and out. So we're going to go all the way around the design, just on a 1 block incline with our wood, just like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do the same along the top, so that on the inside we have a nice little design. So we're going to do the same on the top. There we go. And there we go. We're going to do the same on the top. There we go. And we're going to do the same on the top, as you guys can see. So that is how that works. Now, of course, you don't have to have this all going around the edge. What you can do is you can set up some dividers, so you can place wooden blocks here. And I think this looks really neat as well, because it just gives the house a better design. And then once you've done that, you want to make sure that you put your white stained glass in the middle. And I really do like white stained glass because the house is using white concrete. So if you want to use standard glass, that's completely fine, but it just won't look as good. So make sure using the glass I use, you guys can see there, definitely looking brilliant. So now for the rest of the house, as you guys can see, the underneath bit, the same, exactly what we did on the top. We're going to do kind of the exact same design on the bottom. We're going to go across down like this. And then we're going to build out. So we want to build a wooden pillar down here. Then we're going to build across by 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to build across by 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. And then we're going to join these up. And then we're just going to place a window here, as you guys can see. And then along the wall here, we're just going to go all the way across like this. And then we're just going to build the same window that we did there right here. So we're just going to do that now. Really simple and easy. Just, or in fact, not back there, because you want to make sure it's not at the edge. So you just want to go back, but not far enough to like, so it's edge. You always want to make sure these white bits are overhanging like this, and you will know if you've done it right. So you guys can see, now we just need to put our white stained glass in, and there we go. So yeah, so this wall, there we go, this wall, there we go, this wall, there we go, and there we go. So as you guys can see, there is the house design. So yeah, this does look a little bit weird the way it kind of joins up, but I don't know how you guys think it is, so you can always just, you know, add that. And of course, this wall here, we need to put some white stained glass panes, you guys can see. So yeah, just some tedious stuff. Now the house is pretty much finished, but of course there's some extra details that you definitely want to make sure you add. So I'll show you guys how to add the details. There we go. So now the house is pretty much finished. Now you could leave the house like this, but I wouldn't do so, because of course, you know, the house isn't entirely finished. So what you want to do is you want to come around to the edge, or this point right here, and you want to place wooden planks down on the edge points like that. You don't want to place it right here, because if you do, it just looks weird. It just really looks weird. So come to diagonal point, go inwards once, place it down. Diagonal point, go inwards once, place it down, like that, as you guys can see. There we go. And then once that's done, you can do the same on the back here, just another supporting beam, just like that. Now it's really a really nice design, as you guys can see. I really like the way everything pans out, and that's pretty much this modern house. Now of course, what you want to do as well for the final touch is you want to make sure you get yourself some leaves, and you want to get yourself some leaves and place them around the edge. So you want to start with placing them here, along here, going across here, placing them along the edge here like this, and then of course placing them around the back of the house, because around the back of the house needs to look good as well. And then you can add some around here like that, and it's up to you if you want to add leaves, but I always think leaves make the house look a little bit better. So that is the final house. Now of course I'll show you guys the interior, so we need to get ourselves a door first. Gonna get ourselves a door, place the door down like that. There you go, boom boom boom. Oh gosh, let's get in. Okay, so as you guys can see, this is the house. Now of course what you want to do is you want to knock out this wall, because you want to be able to access the garage. If you don't access the garage, don't knock out this wall, leave it like that. Of course we need to knock out the top as well, because we want to access the top wall as well. So knock out that top wall as well. There we go. And then of course you want to make sure that it's very easy to access. So knock out the entire thing. It's easier if you go in through the window, because it's just much easier. So as you guys can see, just knock out the entire thing. Then you want to do the same on this side. You want to knock out the entire wall. So like I said, just knock out something and then go in and then just destroy the entire wall like this. There we go. As you guys can see, it just looks really nice. And then of course you want to go into the bottom area, so we can just go into the bottom area like this. And then we want to knock out this wall as well, as you guys can see. So just knock out the wall so you can access it really really easily. And there you go. So as you guys can see, now we've got 4 different compartments of the house. We've got the garage, the top bit at the left, the top bit at the right, and the bottom bit on the right. So now of course for the floor, you want to make sure you add wood, of course, because I always do that. So I'm just going to use my mod to do that, because I'm not going to spend all day placing wooden blocks down. So yeah, let's just have our mod do that for us. As you guys can see, really simple, really quick, really easy. And yeah, I probably should light up the scene, but I will do that in a second. There you go. As you guys can see, oh gosh, set wood. There we go. And as you guys can see, what I need to do now is, of course, you want to make sure you add some light. So easy way to do that is, this is a very very basic way. I'll show you guys quickly. Just add some glowstone, add some, not like that, add some leaves. Very very simple. Glowstone, leaves, and then trapdoor. A very very ancient way of lighting, a very very ancient way of lighting, by the way. So yeah, just place a trapdoor on top and then it looks really nice. Definitely make sure you add that, especially in that corner there, gives it a nice light. So yeah, these areas, they don't need much lighting because they've got natural light coming in, as you guys can see. And of course you can access the different parts in different ways. So when we want to access, of course we want to access, you know, let's say for example this part here, what we can do simply, the simple way to do this is to get yourself a ladder. And you can just do that by getting yourself a ladder and placing it on this part here, just like this. So you can go in like that, place a ladder, and you can get up easily. And you can do the same on this side as well. You can place a ladder and you can just go up the side as well. If you don't want to place a ladder, it's really easy. You can just come over here and place some stairs. So I'll show you guys. Place some stairs. It's either ladder or stairs. I prefer ladder because it doesn't, you know, clutter the house up. So just, that's what I would recommend, just placing a ladder. I wouldn't place stairs down because it's just, it just really doesn't look good. So yeah, a lot of lateral light coming in. You got a huge space to place whatever you want here. And yeah, if you want to add more design, what you should do as well is, I'll show you. And this is what I would do as well. So for example, let's say I've added the ladder here, which I have. In fact, let's knock this out and let's add the ladder. In fact, I don't even have any of the blocks in my inventory. Let's add the ladder right here, as you guys can see. So we can add the ladder on the right. And I'm going to place it down. And then what I'm going to do for this part is I'm going to add grey concrete along the edge. Or not, in fact, I'm going to add grey concrete 2 blocks there. And then you can add white stained glass panes along the edge. So that looks really nice when you come in. And as you guys can see, everything looks really cool. Now, also, what you also want to do is on the inside as well, is you want to make sure that you destroy these blocks. And then just leave it with white concrete. Because as you guys can see, it looks much more smooth, much more modern from the inside. So you want to put that there inside. you guys can see, put that there inside. And then yeah, for the other side you can do that as well if you want, but I feel like it works. The design, it's not too bad. So you can do it on the roof and on the edges here. You can just sort of remove that stuff and then just place some white concrete down just like that to give it a better look, guys, because it just looks a lot better. So you can even destroy the whole gray thing from the interior if you really wanted to, but I don't know how you guys feel on that, because I don't know, it's still part of the house design. But yeah, it's how you guys feel. So yeah, I would say on the right side get rid of it, because that's really, it looks a lot better. But if you like the original house, keep the original house. But yeah, as you guys can see, it looks really nice. And another thing that you can do as well is you can have it like this. So you can have grey concrete there, and then you can have a nice little thing along here, so you can walk across and get straight to wherever you want to go. So you can have like a nice little pathway, so you can come around here, walk across here, and then just boom, and then you're in this part as well. So it's really up to you guys how you want to do it. I really think this house design is completely nice, completely epic and amazing. And yeah, like I said, just get rid of this the gray stuff. You can remove all the gray stuff if you want, and it doesn't impact the outward appearance of the house because the house is built like that. So yeah, it's really nice. So if you guys did enjoy this video, do not forget to leave a like, do not forget to subscribe. If you guys need any help with a build or anything at all, let me know down in the comment section below, and I will try my best to help you guys out with the house if I can. If you did enjoy this house, like I said before, don't forget to share the video with your friends, because of course sharing the video helps my channel grow, and it's absolutely amazing that you guys even made it so far in the video to want to watch my content. So guys, it's been Drew Builds. Let's just leave the house, final house. And if you did enjoy this large modern house tutorial, don't forget to leave a like, don't forget to subscribe, and until next time, it's gonna be peace from me.